Kofi, since I'm a shot, says me 2 in 2006. Me who brony be or the old passport, I need the new passport, abomu da. She's a girl for because of flex. I just said, and I'm a visa, I know my visa. I brought passport to me, boom, powerful. It's a visa. She just said, once and I said, I am from boom. She said, me will be. The passport, message, I just say, yeah. And now I expire, and then I expire 2034. It won't. You will do me. Make sure we ask the me.
If you were given a chance to choose between a Dutch passport and a PhD today, which one would you choose? Obviously, you would go in for a Dutch passport considering the present economic situation in the country. A poll conducted by Mr. Vomawa on his X shows that 89% of Ghanaians prefer a Dutch passport to a PhD. That is shocking. Why would I choose a Dutch passport over a PhD? Now, what is the comparison between these two papers? Alright, we have to analyze it to look at the pros and the cons of that before we delve into the real issue. If having a Dutch passport guarantees better opportunities in life than having a PhD in life. If chances are that you have access to a Dutch passport, you have the opportunity to travel to 198 countries visa-free. Of course, those are countries a lot of blacks want. Of course, you can deny this. Quality access to education, freedom of any degree, you have it. Economic freedom, you have that. Quality of life, far. If you have a PhD degree, you also have an expertise knowledge in a particular field. Say your expertise is in the field of psychology, education, politics, or medicine. Both of you are the same human beings. However, your knowledge of things differ. But if you just look at that critically again, analyzing it, Mr. Happiness or Kofi Gabs did not say your PhD is useless. The context of what he was talking about simply is there are tons of people with PhD degrees. They are somewhere in the government. What is the outcome? Education is not just having a paper. Education is the outcome of what you have learned in school. The output of that education and how it is impacting people. I think that is the essence of education. It's not just having a paper and a name. The vice president of this country actually holds a degree in economics. Tell me, what is the economics game in this country? Afghanistan is doing well. Even Ukraine, which is fighting war, is doing far better than Ghana presently. We have economics, we have doctors, PhD holders. How many of them actually sit on radio or TV and you listen to them and you're like, wow, this is intelligent, this statement. But no, you were peeved. Like, is this a PhD holder saying this? The vice president was on TV when he said he would choose a Ghana card over 100 interchanges.
We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development.
Knowing how better an interchange, a single interchange will impact life. It's open roads, transportation of goods and services, and movement of people. But the vice president, PhD holder, actually said that. Ghanaians didn't say anything. Mr. Happiness wasn't talking about your education being useless. He was saying, having acquired such a degree, what's the impact of it? What kind of impact have you made? If our bridge collapses now, you go for the Chinese who probably do not even have a master's degree or say a BA. If a car breaks down right now, the very PhD holder in that particular field will not be able to fix it. We have PhD degree holders in the government. What are they doing? The reality on the ground is different. Yes, PhD provide different opportunities in life. Passport, depending on which passport if you hold a Ghanaian passport, you cannot compare it to a Dutch passport. That is true. There are opportunities. So just sitting by and going emotional. I know a lot of Ghanaians do not engage in critical thinking discourse or argumentation of any sort. They will bring you into emotional one way, an argument, a debate that must be an educated one will turn into a yelling match, an insult match of a sort. That's what happens. That is what a lot of people fail to understand the point Mr. Gabs was making. When he fell sick, when he went to the hospital, you saw the picture. Yeah, that's it. There was no bed. Where are the PhD holders? What exactly are the PhD holders doing? Nothing. You do not blame him. The system made him so. If the slave ships come back to this coast today, I bet you millions of Ghanaians would jump onto that ship. This time around, nobody will bring the chains. They themselves will hang their living souls onto that ship just to go to Europe, because Europe is better than Africa, especially sub-Saharan Africa. You don't like the truth. It has to be said by any means necessary. The opportunities Mr. Gab enjoys being a Dutch citizen is greater than even being a minister in Africa. The kind of freedoms, the job opportunities, the security he enjoys, the security alone that the state provides. Do you remember the Takrady girls? How did they die? Do you remember those white girls, Canadian girls? They were saved by the very Ghanaian state apparatus, but they couldn't save the Takrady girls. That is the point. Your roads, PhD holders are now able to manage them, to even last for an hour. Who are those constructing the roads? The Chinese. The Chinese. They are the ones doing it. So it's about time you listen to what Mr. Gabs is saying, which of course would help you. How many people have PhDs are in the house today? How many MBA holders are in this country who have found nothing doing? They have no work to do. That is exactly the point. So many people are frustrated because the system ain't working. And then he's trying to show off. Now he's not showing off. And now all of you going on a little girl tantrum of where you're just a toilet cleaner. Some of you wish you exchange places. Some of you wish you trade places with him, because he's been able to do a lot for himself by just being there. If you were given that opportunity, you will never reject it. You will throw away your PhD program in Ghana and run over there. The situation in the country is extremely bad. That is why many people are just waiting to get out of this place. It is true. It is very, very true. And you cannot pretend about the hardship, the bad governance in this country. If it were in Netherlands, during an election, people were shot, I bet you all those policemen will lose their work. They'll be arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. But do you remember the last election, the West Wagon situation, nothing happened. The PhD holders, some of them supported that decision and refused to condemn the government, right? That is the situation. So don't criticize him so much. See ya.